Favorite song.
Sings it all the time.
Loud. Thursday and Friday, and then the Saturday into the week. One more time over here. There's Sunday, Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday into the week. Ah, you're pretty. Into the week. Into the week. Into the week. Into the week. Stand up. Do the Armands. Spread out so you don't crash into each other. Armando, take one step down. We'll get down. Ready? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, then you turn around. You do it. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, then you turn around. Ready? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, then you turn around. Last time, your turn. January, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, then you sit back down. Good job. Good job. Okay.
Yay!
It's ready for us, so we're going to go across the hall, and when we come back, we can show our mommies and our daddies and our grandparents our monkey song and our fishy song. We can show them the rest, okay? But for now, I would like you to walk over and line up to get ready to go to Teacher Heather's class.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, I'm Dumbledore.
Say hi, Dumbledore.
This afternoon, you guys just see a lot of special animals. You gotta do me a big favor.
What?
On the behind, just cross out the first pencil slide. You know how to do Now, the second rule we have is very quiet show. Make a lot of noise that we hear for the animals. Now, moms and dads, all the way in the back. Stop shouting. Moms and dads, all the way in the back. You guys whisper. It sounds like a lion roaring in my ears up here. I cannot hear what I'm saying. You think you're being very quiet, but you put 10 moms and dads together, it's very, very loud. So moms and dads, kids are always really good, and moms and dads have to be very, very quiet during the program. When we're done, you can talk and ask questions and such, but during the program, you have to be very quiet. Now, boys and girls, save all your questions to the very end of the show. At the end, I'll answer all the questions.
Who's next?
Yep, the green in the middle.
Oh my goodness, Brandon, look, a snake! Holy
The snake that
smokes!
I have here is known as a ball, like baseball, football, basketball. A ball python. You got the name ball python because when he gets really scared, he wraps himself up in a ball. Takes his little head right there, tucks it underneath the rest of his body, wraps his body around his head and forms a ball. This helps him to hide from other animals, and also it helps to protect him. He might stay wrapped up in a ball all day long until he feels the danger is gone away. This ball python up there and catch him. And he's still be wrapped up in a nice tight ball. If any guys go to your library at school or library in town and get any old reptile books out, books about alligators and snakes and lizards and turtles and things like that, or if you happen to get any magazines from England and Australia about animals and reptiles, they won't call this the ball python. They'll call this the royal python. The reason for that is many, many years ago in a faraway land called Europe, the kings and queens sitting in their great big palaces decided one day, why don't we get some special treasures from Africa? Let me send a ship there to get them for us. That's what they called Captain Cook. He's the captain of the ship, so they said, Captain Cook, pack your bags because tomorrow you're going to Africa. When you get there, I want you to bring back the following treasures. I want you to bring back gold and silver, gems and diamonds and spices and rubies, and please don't forget the exotic animals. Captain Cook's men, they packed the bags, sailed away to Africa, gathered up all those treasures, and they sailed back. When they got back to the king's palace, then to give the king something to dinner. Now these bugs are called Madagascar giant hissing cockroaches. You know what Jungle John's done with these bugs? I have 2 world records. One world record, I laid in a plexiglass coffin with a pair of my shirts on, and they poured 20,050 of these giant Madagascar hissing roaches on top of me. And my other world record that I did on Ripley's, believe it or not, last year, I took 10 of these big nasty hissing cockroaches and put all 10 in my mouth at once. Record. Now,
Look at your face. Hi, Nick.
This is the side of the cockroach. If Mom and Dad saw this crawling across the kitchen floor, they'd scream, they'd holler, they'd stamp into the ground, and then walk outside and put up a for sale sign and move out of the house, right?
Yep.
Well, I'm going to show you the other side of the cockroach. And if you don't have a very big head, that means you don't have very big eyes.
What?
And plus, your face is in the ground all the time when you're running around, you're looking at the ground. You can't like look over his shoulder, look around the corner, it's hard to see. So instead of seeing, they use their antennas for feeling in front of them. Instead of seeing, they use the antennas or feelers to feel where they're going. Now if you have a little head, you have a little mouth. Even though he has a little mouth, you can eat almost anything.
Sit down.
Paper, cardboard, the glue and the binding of books, the glue that keeps the pages together in your school books. Bark and leaves and weeds and grass and poisonous mushrooms. Eat apples, oranges, bananas, lettuce and tomatoes, hot dogs and hamburgers, chicken, steak, cookies, candies. If you can eat it, they can eat it. And they'll eat a lot of things you probably never ever want to eat. Now cockroaches are insects that have 6 legs. And on each foot has hooks to help them in climbing. Maybe we're climbing up the side of a tree.
Oh my goodness, a big turtle!
Here, her name is Myrtle the Turtle, and this is a South American yellow-footed tortoise. You got the name yellow-footed tortoise because of the yellow on her feet. Okay? Now this tortoise is found in the tropical rainforest in South America. And believe it or not, on the floor of the rainforest there's lots and lots of shadows. Because you got lots of big trees blocking all the light. So the shell color is kind of a black, almost a black color. Because the ground is lots of shadows. She can hide very well in the shadows. Now, turtles have a shell. The shell is made of bones. Just like the bones I have in my arm, the turtle has her bones on the outside. And this is her home. Wherever she goes, her home goes with her. And you know what? As she gets bigger and older, her home gets bigger and older with her. She never crawls out of her shell to find a new shell. This is always attached. If you happen to be in the woods and you find an empty turtle shell, that's from a turtle that unfortunately died and then went to turtle heaven, and all the other animals cleaned out the inside of the shell. They don't crawl out of the shell to find a new shell. Now, this shell is really big and strong. I don't think any animal can bite through the shell. It's very, very strong. So that's very good protection.
Wait, look at the turtle.
The turtle's scared. She'll go right inside of a shell for protection. So that way nobody can get her. Now turtles don't have teeth like you and I. They have a sharp beak or a bill. kind of like the parrots.
We're talking about his
So when
mouth.
they eat their food, they have to take big bites and swallow it down. They can't chew it up. And this turtle here is a vegetarian. She likes to eat all sorts of green leafy weeds and grasses and fruits and flowers. Matter of fact, between shows her lunch, she was outside in the side yard here eating all the weeds.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow.
This is Wally Gator. Now, Wally's a real live alligator from Florida. He's about 5 years old. He's about 5 foot long. And he weighs about 40 or 50 pounds. So someday, Wally here, he's going to grow to be like 8, 10, 12, 14 feet long. He might weigh as much as 700 pounds.
Oh my
When he's that
goodness.
big, I don't think Wally's going to be able to travel with Jungle John anymore. He'll just be too big to pick up and carry, too big to put in the back of the jungle van. Probably have to find a littler alligator and take the place. Now, you know, alligators are really cool animals. They swim a lot. And you know what? Whenever they need a breath of air, all they have to do is stick the tip of their nose right there, up out of the water to get a breath of air. Just the tip of the nose. Now, when alligators are swimming through the water, they can keep their nose and their eyes above the water. So they can see and breathe, and nobody can see them because the rest of the body is hidden underneath the water, totally out of sight. Now, you guys have been swimming before I've been swimming, and when we open up our eyes underneath the water, what happens? Our eyes start stinging and hurting. I don't think our eyes are made to be opened up underneath the water. But an alligator, they can stay underneath the water all day and keep their eyes open.
What other songs do you know like that one? Bubble gum, chewy, 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 bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum, chewy, 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 bubble gum. I love it, chewy, 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 bubble gum. I love it, chewy, 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 bubble gum. All right, we're gonna go a little faster now. Follow me. Bubble gum, chewy, 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 bubble gum. Bubble gum, chewy, 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 bubble gum. I love it, chewy, 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 bubble gum. I love it, chewy, 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 bubble gum. All right, let's go super fast.
Uh-oh.
Bubble gum, chewy, 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 bubble gum, bubble gum, chewy, 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 bubble gum.
Silly.
Chewy, chewy, bubble gum. I love it, chewy, chewy, bubble gum. You do it? You did it? I think it's too fast. Remember this one? We just learned it. When the rain comes down. You dancing?
Dance.
Rain comes down on everyone. Rain comes down on everyone. Reaching for rain.
Sing, Brandon. Brandon, sing.
Shines down on everyone. Sun shines down on everyone. Rich and poor, rain and sun. It really doesn't matter at all. Sun shines down on everyone. Rain comes down on everyone. Flowers bloom, they bloom for everyone. Flowers bloom, they bloom for everyone. Rich and poor, rain and snow, it really doesn't matter at all. When the flowers bloom for everyone, and the sun shines down on everyone, the rain comes down on everyone. Good job, kids. Now, our last song. And I know you love it. I love it too. Oh, you know what? We have 2 alligator songs, don't we, that we like?
Yeah.
The alligator to get first.
You want to do monkey?
Which
We'll do Monty.
We'll do him later. Alright, ice cream's not gonna hold up too long.
Hey, Nick. Bye. Hi, Nick.
She sings la la la. La la la.
Oh my goodness.
Teasing Mr. Alligator, can't catch me. Along came Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be. I'm monkey right out of that tree. Poor little monkey swinging from a tree. Teasing Mr. Alligator, can't catch me. Along came Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be. I'm monkey right out of that tree. You sing. Three little monkeys swinging from a tree. Teasing Mr. Alligator, can't catch me. Along came Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be. I'm monkey right out of that tree. Two little monkeys swinging from a tree. Teasing Mr. Alligator, can't catch me. Along came Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be. I'm monkey right out of that tree. One little monkey swinging from a tree. Teasing Mr. Alligator, can't catch me. Along came Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be. I'm monkey right out of that tree. Miss me, now you gotta kiss me. Alright, go find a seat at the table. Okay? Then, I'll come back around with all the fun stuff.
I don't want cream.
You don't want whipped cream?
No. I do.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Brandon.
I save it.
Okay.
I want
Brandon, the whipped cream is his hair.
Yeah, you can put eyes, nose, you can make
You're going to make eyes, nose, and hair.
You don't have to eat it. You can scoop it off. Where's his ice cream? Put eyes.
You can eat it.
Is Nick still there in the
Put your
corner?
eyes. You don't want eyes?
Yeah.
Alright, put it over there. Put it over there.
Brandon, isn't that his eyes, nose, and mouth?
Yeah. Oh, you haven't eaten them already?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, we don't want to scoop. That's alright, you can scoop it off.
But I want to.
So you don't eat it. It's his hair. He looks cute. Right? Scoop it up. I'll eat it. Don't scoop it up yet. Put that on. Put the eyes on. Oh, good. Your mom wants to come. And where's the sprinkles? Here comes the best part. Brandon, I guess you don't want these either then.
Sprinkles?
I do.
So then you have to have chilies. If I have to put it on,
They have to hold on to something.
They have chilies.
Well, guess what I found?
Right under your nose.
If I put a clip on it.
I want to. Oh, I want to.
I'm sure you do.
Me too.
I could eat this whole bowl of them.
So could I.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Tempting.
They got pizza.
Very tempting. Doesn't it eat ice cream?
No.
Does it?
No.
Yes, he does, Brandon.
There's one right there. Amy.